I'm joined by guys from the National Federation of Zimbabwe Bodybuilding and Fitness. I've got Kith Chirumanzi, he's the Development Secretary. Kith, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much for having us.
How does it feel coming to Morning Rush this early?
Quite exciting, and I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm sure we're going to hear more about the exciting stuff that you guys are preparing for. I'm also joined by one of the athletes from the Federation, Blessing Sitole. But we know him as CC Banks. How are you, Blessing?
That's correct. I'm very good. How are you?
I'm great. So we're talking about the national finals that are on the 23rd of November, right?
Yes.
This in a couple of weeks, and you guys must be pumped up. I know you pump iron and all that, but you guys must be pumped up for the national finals. What are we looking forward to this year?
Thank you very much. We're very excited to be hosting our biggest bodybuilding premier show, which will be happening on the 23rd of November at the Seven Arts Theatre. And I'm quite excited. It's going to be one of the biggest shows with a very huge prize money. We're very appreciative of the sponsors that have come on board so far.
You talk about prize money, because normally we hear whoever has won this category is going to be... What's there this year?
Okay. So yes, we talk about prize money. Every athlete has to be rewarded. But Zim Nationals, it's a show that has to do with pride. Every athlete in their lifetime, they would want to get hold on the championship because it has a good bearing on your CV. However, we always try and make sure we reward the athletes. So for this year's premier bodybuilding show, we are going to be paying, I think, one of the biggest purses for our overall bodybuilding champion, which is being sponsored by Cheapers Promotions, and we are very grateful. The champion is going to walk away with $3,500.
$3,500?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yes.
So just run us through the categories that are there. Because obviously people talk about the main event, and when stories are written, like from last season, people are talking about Mark Antony Vassilatos as the champion. But it goes beyond that because there are different categories involved.
Yes, definitely. So we've got different categories that are classified as per your body type. For the ladies, we've got the ladies' bikini, we've got the women's wellness, and I'll say most of our categories, they have identical prize monies. We are looking at 500 for the winner, we are looking at 300 for number 2, and then we are looking at 200 for the third prize. We also have other different categories like the fitness category. We've got the men's physique, which Banks is well known for. We've got bodybuilding categories that are weight categorized. We've got the lightweight, we've got the middleweight, and then we've got the heavyweight, where Mark was coming from. And then, yes, those are the categories that we'll be offering this year.
Banks, last year it was not really good for you.
Yeah, true story.
We know you in the bodybuilding circles. We know you, with what you've done over the years.
Yes,
but just take us briefly to last season. What happened?
Well, I really don't know. It really comes down to what the judges think. But I believe I brought my best package, and yes, every dog has his day. And unfortunately, it wasn't my day on that day. But I believe, like, this year, I'm going to bring a better package, more bigger, more rounder, more cut. And I believe I can take the title once again.
I know you're one of the competitors for this year, and you're promising all that. But how is the competition, though, when you're looking at those who have confirmed for this year?
Well, to me, there is no competition. I am the competition. I'm the person to beat. Because when everyone talks, they're saying Banks. No one talks of any other athlete. Even no offense. Even the current champion, they don't talk about him. Every athlete says, "I want to beat Banks because I'm the man to beat." You get it? So yeah, you have to beat the man. You have to beat the man.
So from last year, what were you working on so that you could get back in better shape?
Okay, so genetically, I'm not really blessed genetic-wise. So I have to work. So I had to add a bit more size, put more detail. My back was a bit, it was a bit smaller. I had to make it wider, put more detail on my back because my back was the weakest. But right now, I think everything is going to be popping.
So let's demystify this, because when people see Mamonya, we're thinking violence.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
that's what we think when we see Mamonya, because you go to watch a match, you go to enjoy your time with friends in a bar, and you always see Mamonya, and they cause a lot of trouble.
Okay.
But there is much more to violence. In fact, there is no violence, because this is a sport for you guys.
Exactly, exactly. For us, we are mainly disciplined. When you're an athlete, there's a difference between bouncers, rogue bouncers,
Okay.
and bodybuilders. We are bodybuilders. We are disciplined, and we do not even believe in violence. As for me, I do Zim karate. I'm in the Zim national team. I'm in the Zim national bodybuilding team also. So we are built on etiquette, and we do not believe in violence and everything like that. So other rogue bouncers are maybe a person who didn't have nothing to do, just goes in the gym, pumps a bit of weights, takes a bit of supplements, gets some muscles, and then he now feels like he's inferior over everyone else. But we do not believe in that.
No, so what we think, when you put on a bit of muscle, I think it corrupts the brain.
Exactly.
And you think all of a sudden I can go out there,
yeah, exactly.
unbeatable, and I can defeat anyone.
Anyone. That's the thing. So it also is all about having brains.
Okay.
Brains and muscles go together.
Okay.
You get it.
And there is no that sense of invincibility.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
it has to be a combination, brains and muscle.
Exactly.
All right, Kit, I know we're excited about this year's competition. Yes, we've got CC Banks.
Yes.
But there are other big names. I love how he talks about him as people coming, as the person to beat. But obviously there are other big names that we can look forward to on the day. Okay. Who are some of the big names from the different categories? Okay,
thank you very much. CC Banks is always CC Banks. He always talks about himself. But from his category, we've got some very promising youngsters that are coming up. We've got Tasha Ndewe, who is coming from actually winning the Harare provincial championships. We've got big names in bodybuilding. We've got Nigel Maposa, who was once the Zim national champion. He is also promising fireworks. We've got Gideon Teguru, who's coming straight from winning the Harare championships. From the ladies, we're looking at Lynette Tom. We're also looking at other promising ladies that are coming up. And from the fitness category, we're looking at seasoned athletes like Paul Bako. We're looking at your beloved George. Yes, so it's going to be a very big lineup of quality athletes. We also have some very promising youngsters that are obviously aiming to upset the big names. And it's going to be very exciting. Our entry charges on the day, $10 for general, $20 for VIP. Our program will start at 4 p.m. So we're expecting 7 hours to be full up. And there's also going to be a lineup of entertainment courtesy of Cheapest Promotions.
So you ran through some of the big names expected. I just wished you could have thrown my name in there. Registration. Let's talk about registration.
Yes.
Is it all done? Is it still ongoing? What should aspiring bodybuilders like me do if I want to be part of that?
Thank you very much, Howard, and I'll be very happy to see you. Probably you can try the fitness category.
Yeah, you'll be surprised, eh? We've got a gym here, so...
Yes, I heard, yeah.
So we go in there almost every day, do our thing, maybe not as CC Banks and Company, but you'll be surprised.
It's quite good. Zim Peppers is taking fitness as a lifestyle and affording you that opportunity. And we encourage all companies to be following what what Zim Papers is doing. So yes, about registration. Registration will be opened a week before our Zim Nationals, and it will be ongoing until the day of the show. So any athletes that are aspiring, they can come through to us. Where we are our socials, Zim Bodybuilding, or across the board, and we are also on websites. So we always share the information, registration information at our socials. Yes.
So you were talking about the lineup of artists who will be entertaining or providing entertainment as well on the day. Any big names that you can just throw around?
It's going to be a surprise, I think.
Because I saw a promo
Yes.
where DJ Fantan, Godfather Templeman, also promising to be say colors as well.
You are giving it away, so we might as well talk about it. Yes, yeah. So courtesy of Nkoma Chippers, and we are appreciative of that. I've only spoken about Nkoma Chippers. We also have a whole lineup of other sponsors. But Nkoma Chippers is taking care of the overall prize and the entertainment side. So like you have rightfully said, we are going to be having Fantan as one of the entertainers. We are going to be having Say Colors. We are going to be having a whole lot of big names in the Zim dancehall. And we're quite excited about the entertainment program that we have lined up at the Zim Nationals. But of course, the day is going to be about bodybuilding and fitness, but we just have to complement and entertain our crowd as well.
So, CC Banks, I know we're looking forward to this and can't wait, actually, for you guys to strut your stuff and we see but just take us through in a day in the life of CC Banks, when you do your routines. Do you spend the whole day in the gym for you to look like this? How is your day like?
Okay. So
is it something that you do full time?
Yeah. So for me, basically what happens, obviously you wake up, have my first meal of the day. You go have my first meal of the day and then go to work. I work at a gym, country club. I'm a personal trainer there. I go train my clients. After I'm finished with the morning clients, I do my training. So I might spend 1 hour to 1 hour 30 minutes doing my first session, then get some rest, and then do 30 minutes maybe on my second session. So that's how I do it.
So do you have a trainer as well?
Yes, I do have a
You're
coach.
a personal trainer and you've got somebody that trains you as well?
Yeah. When you say both, the coach, Messi as a coach, Ronaldo as a coach. So no matter how great you are, you need someone that pushes you and points you in the right direction. Yeah. So I also have a coach, Simbarese GS Maka. That's my coach.
All right. And I can imagine. Are you still taking part in the competitions?
Oh, Howard. I would love to, but I mean, my time came and passed, so we're mainly doing administration. But of course, bodybuilding has always been closer to my heart. I'm still actively training, but not as much as the active athletes, of course, So I train 5 days a week and probably 1 hour every day. And my training regime, it includes cardio workouts and also weight workout, just for my personal health and the look, of course. But no competition.
I think they should put another category there for veterans. You guys can go in and show us one or two things.
We actually used to have a masters category where the over 40s would compete. Yeah, but sometimes with the economy and with the levels of pressures that category has, we ended up not having the desired numbers in terms of athletes. But it's something that we always consider in our developmental agendas, where if the numbers make sense, then we'll offer those categories. Like, for instance, this year, we've been having inquiries about men's physique muscular category. And we're offering it as an exhibition category where we just throwing it to the athletes and see if it attracts a good number. We also were going to try classic bodybuilding as well,
Okay.
where we just offering it as an exhibition category, where if the numbers make sense, then next year we'll have those categories as proper categories.
I know we're talking about the big event on the 23rd of November, the Zim National Finals. But you as the Development Secretary, how has the sport grew in the past couple of years to where we are now? Because you were talking about big monies this year, but obviously in terms of growth, we also want to see how the sport has been doing.
Yes, thank you very much. So as NFZBBF, we have had a deliberate agenda to try and develop our athletes. So we've got grassroots development where we encourage youngsters that are coming up to take up the sport. We mentor them. We also pair them with seasoned athletes like CC Banks. We say, CC Banks, these are the 5 youngsters that we want you to mentor and develop. We also have been offering elite development as well, where we offer athletes exposure to international shows, like CC Banks has been on an international stage several times, and I'm happy to say he has done quite well. We've also got quite a number of athletes that have done well. We've got Lynette Tom, that has done well on an international stage. So our developmental agenda has had 2 thrusts, where it's grassroots development to make sure we do have continuity. And then elite development to make sure that we also have premier athletes that can stand on any international stage and be counted. We've got people like Tatanka, Francis Shidema, who is in Dubai, who's making waves. We've got Gideon Teguru, who was in Dubai as well, who gave a fair account of themselves. We have not only developed athletes as well in our developmental agenda, we have also touched on technical development, where we invited IFBB trained judges to train our judges so that technically we are up there with the rest of the world. And I'm happy to say the judges that trained our judges are going to be part of the judging team for the Zim Nationals on the 23rd.
Nice.
We've got Elmar Rowe, who's an IFBB elite judge, who is going to be our chief judge.
Nice.
So technically, we have also tried to make sure that as our athletes are developing, we also develop technically.
So as we round off CC Banks, which category will you be competing in?
Men's physique.
Men's physique.
Yep.
So last year you lost out. Who won the men's physique?
That's David Weir.
David Weir.
Yeah.
Is he part of the cast this time around?
I can't be because this time I ain't playing games, yeah?
No games this time around.
No games.
You worked on your...
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Yeah. Even if it's today, the show, I'm ready.
I'd love to invite David Way as well so that he can speak for himself.
Yeah, it would be good. In fact, you guys can come through as we go towards the date. 23 November, right?
Yes,
23 November at...
The 7 Arts.
7 Arts.
At Avondale.
Avondale. There's a full lineup of bodybuilders. They different categories. CC Banks here will be there. David Ware will also be there. And there's also loads of entertainment, courtesy of cheapest promotions. The likes of Godfather Templeman, Say Colors, DJ Phantom. They'll also be there.
Yes.
Right. Any cover charge for that?
Cover charge, the general admission will be $10 and VIP will be $20. Please buy your tickets early. It's going to be a full house. We don't want to have you miss out on such an amazing show because tickets would have been sold out. So from next week, our tickets will go on sale.
Konapo, ipapo, ba ZTN Prime, DSTV channel 294, the place to be.